A pregnant woman about to give birth picked up a pair of scissors and stabbed her own belly, all because she discovered the baby inside her belonged to her husband and a scheming woman. Her husband had long suffered from low sperm count, and after many failed IVF attempts, they finally succeeded. But then she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. To give him a child, she insisted on carrying the pregnancy to term despite the risk. Her husband swore that after she died he would never marry again. At the time she felt blissfully loved, but soon she realized it was all a lie. That night, she had stomach pain and called out for her husband, but instead her best friend, a doctor, walked in and brought her to the rooftop. There she saw with her own eyes her husband on one knee proposing to the scheming woman. She was completely stunned. All her years of devotion were a joke. Her friend told her the scheming woman was the hospital director's daughter, and she had accidentally discovered that her husband and mother-in-law secretly switched the embryo samples. That's how she ended up pregnant with someone else's child. She remembered her husband's promises, then looked at the truth before her and felt sick to her stomach. Back in the hospital room, her friend advised her to end the pregnancy and start treatment, saying she might still have a chance to live. But now, seeing through everything, she was done risking her life for love. Without hesitation, she signed the abortion consent form, planning to take revenge by destroying the one thing he cared about most. That afternoon, she decided to discharge herself and go home. Her husband rushed to stop her, saying the baby would be in danger if she left now. She questioned him, asking if he only cared about the child and not her life. Realizing he had misspoken, he quickly pulled out a bouquet to apologize, but she knew it was just some flowers he picked off the street, so she handed them back without a second thought and turned to leave the hospital. He chased after her, claiming his love was genuine and eternal, but she easily saw through his fake affection. Then she stepped forward, grabbed a pair of scissors, and plunged them toward her belly. The man panicked and tried to stop her, thinking she was acting out due to pregnancy hormones. Eventually they returned home. Her mother-in-law greeted them warmly, but the woman coldly avoided her and said she'd be staying at her friend's house. Since her friend was a doctor, it would be easier for her to take care of her. The mother-in-law didn't suspect a thing and agreed right away, but she didn't know the woman had installed a hidden camera before leaving. Once reunited with her friend, she opened her tablet to see just how heartless her husband could be. She was shocked to see he brought the scheming woman home right after she left. She felt completely numb, but then came an even bigger shock. She discovered through the footage that the real reason she got cancer was because her husband had been poisoning her supplements. The so-called medicine was what triggered her cancer cells. She trembled with rage and rushed out to confront them, but her emotions were too intense, and she started bleeding. Her friend quickly rushed her to the hospital. Meanwhile, her husband and the scheming woman were performing a tea ceremony, celebrating their future together. Just then, the man got a call that something had happened to the baby. They both rushed to the hospital. The doctor looked grim and said only one could be saved, the mother or the child. The mother-in-law didn't hesitate, choosing to save the child. The husband quickly agreed. An hour later, the woman stuffed cotton into her belly because she couldn't let them know she had already aborted the baby. She had a plan to deliver the baby's ashes herself.